Yo, what is going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another Rocket League Market Watch Monday. And if you haven't seen Market Watches before, real brief kind of intro or what the series is. Basically, I'll be going over a specific kind of items each week and kind of giving you my opinion on whether things that maybe you should sell, maybe you should invest in. Some things you might want to hold off on, from selling or buying, stuff like that. Just kind of my opinions. So, that's what Market Watch is all about. And like I said, each week is going to have a specific theme to it for the Market Watch. And, this week's no different. So this week's theme is all about the uncommon / exotic wheels. And by that, I mean, like back in August, what was that, 9 months ago, something like that, you could actually get uncommon wheels to drop in game. Like after playing games, you get stuff to drop, and you could actually get unpainted. You could get not unpainted, but you could get painted wheels of uncommon. So dicey wheels, Sunburst, Tunica, you could get those. Well, the update into last August ended all that. So the only way to really get this stuff is to either trade for it, and there's still a ton of people that actually trade this stuff up. So there's fewer and fewer of these wheels out there, and the only way to actually really get them now is by doing trade-ups. Uncommons to rares, to very rares, to imports, to then exotics. And from my knowledge, exotics can only be these rares, or these wheels. So I want to kind of answer the question, should you invest in some of these trade-up wheels? And I think there's a few of them you really should. They could be going up in value. A lot of people might be sleeping on them because they won't think about it. But think of it this way. There's so few of them. They're not that easy to really obtain. And like I said, with just the regular painted uncommons of these versions, people are just trading them up because they want to get to those imports. They want to get that white octane, other white vehicles, other painted boosts, stuff like that. So they're willing to sacrifice some of these painted uncommon wheels, and so there's fewer and fewer. So let's get into the topic today, which is, of course, like I said earlier, these uncommon wheels. And the first one I want to go over with, if you pay attention to the market and you know about these wheels, you'll see Black Dices. They're the most popular in terms of these uncommon wheels, or exotics, depending on how you look at it. Just uncommon / exotic wheels. If you have them, you got yourself a nice little chunk of keys here, especially if you have them certified in their exotic. Those things can go through the roof in price, especially like striker ones, just regular Black Dices. 10 to 12. That's a nice chunk of keys right there. That's pretty good. Black Dices, that's like Black Zombas. That's like Black Zomba price right there. Think about that for a second. Black Dices are worth Black Zombas. That's crazy. But now if you have an exotic version and it's certified, if you have a striker, you could almost be realistic, but you could almost kind of set your own price on that because there's so few of them out there that are known to exist, at least. So if you have a striker Black Dicey, I know on PC these things can go absolutely nuts, but we're always here on this channel for this Market Watch. We always do PS4 prices because that's where I dabble in most of my trading. So yeah, Black Dices are crazy. If you have, any of the good certification, I guess any certification only helps it, but any of the better ones like Striker, Sweeper, Tactician, stuff like that. Tier 1, 2, let's see, what else is, Scorer, that's another one. Maybe Tier 3 helps out, Playmaker, Victor, I guess Aviator, to an extent, something like that definitely helps them out. So Black Dices, if you can get your hands on them for under 10 keys, definitely jump at the opportunity. These things are worth money, and there's a good chance these things can continue to rise. They've been sitting around the 10 to 12 mark for about a couple months now for sure here on the PS4. So could they jump up again? There's a possibility again, with fewer and fewer just the uncommon versions of these out there, and the only way to really get them now is through trade-ups to get the exotic versions. And, of course, then you're risking trying to get, any Dicey, Sunburst, Tunica. Well, you see all the list here, all these trade-up wheels right here. That's what you can possibly get for exotics, and that's a lot. And plus, if you want a specific paint and a specific certification, it just makes your chances for anything that much more, smaller. if you have some of the, it'd be crazy. I do have a pair of Black Dicey, just uncommons. I would love to get some Striker, or not Striker. Well, I'd like to get Striker, but I'd love to get exotic ones, but they're hard to find. They're hard to find. But I'm going to go over a few wheels that are actually something you should keep your eyes out for. And some of my personal favorites are Sunburst and Tunica. I can easily buy these for like 2 and then sell them for 3 or 4. I mean, let's just go 3 months here. Check this out. So they kind of been up and down. February 4th, far back as it goes, 3 to 4, then kind of leveled off at around the 2 to 3 for a while. Dropped down to actually 1 to 2. We came right back up, 2 to 3, and you know, right now it's back up to 3 to 4. And you know what? I want to kind of show something on the PC real quick, because sometimes the PS4 prices kind of tend to resemble the PC prices a little bit. Not in every case, but sometimes. But look at these. These things are 5 to 7. Sure, they were up to 7 to 9, but PC definitely has its own different prices than us here on the PS4. But 5 to 7, and it's really steady right there. So, seeing Black Sunburst potentially go up to 5 to 7. I mean, right now it's what, 3 to 4. So that goes up a couple keys. Hey, there's some more profit for it. That's something to, you know, just kind of keep your eye out for. If somebody throws it up in trade and you're like, I want that. Just, you know, plus they all look pretty good. All the wheels that I'm going to mention, they all look really good. They just help tie a car design together. Just helps everything look good. Same thing with the white ones. Black and white are pretty much the only paints I'm going to discuss for all these wheels to keep an eye out for. But definitely Black Dicey, black and white Sunburst, black and white Tunica. I want to show the Tunica here for a second, because check this out. So Tunica is sitting very solid, 3 to 4. Let's go 3 months. It was 2 to 3, 2 to 3 for a solid time, and then just jumped up a whole key in value, 3 to 4. I think Tunica, and there's another wheel I'll discuss later, Black Tunica and another black wheel a little bit later on, are going to be the wheels to look out for right now. Because Black Tunica, like I showed, 3 to 4 right here. But if we go to the PC, check out Black Tunica's price on PC. Again, sometimes these the prices can kind of correlate each other, so people are going to see maybe PC price goes up a bit, and they're like, okay, maybe, you know, over here on the PS4, these prices should go up a little bit too. They're 9 to 11, but currently on PC, they're 10 to 12. The 10 to 12. We have them for what, 3 to 4? 3 to 4, that's like 4 times the value of PC. So Black Tunica is definitely something to check out, to look out for, look for them, hold on to them. They're not going to drop in value. And even if they do, maybe it's 1 key. That I don't see these wheels dropping, just because they're not easy to obtain, and that's, you know, the main reason for these things. These are good things to just invest in, you know, just kind of sit on. Again, if you plan to play Rocket League for a while and you're a collector especially, here's some wheels, just pick them up, sit on them, come back in a few months. Their prices might have jumped and you might have made yourself a few keys just by being patient. Plus, you can just use them in games just to kind of have like a nice little smooth car design, you know. Like I said, these wheels kind of tie a lot of car designs together, especially black and white wheels. But yeah, Black Tunica is definitely one to, you know, keep an eye out for, especially. Another one that I want to go over with, I went over this last week, the Black Veloz. This thing is, you know, just exploded in popularity over the past month or two. Let's see, what's today's date? May 6th. So even go back to March 6th, 2 months ago, this thing was 1 to 2 keys. And then just all of a sudden they're like, hey, it's an uncommon / exotic wheel. It's not that easy to find. And it just exploded in price. It got up to 8 to 10 at one point. Currently it's sitting at 7 to 9. This thing could pretty much, at least on the PS4 for the time being, this thing could really match the Black Dicey wheels, or get really close to it. So 7 to 9 could jump to 8 to 10 again. It's just another good solid wheel to keep an eye out for. A lot of people don't even recognize this wheel has value. So if you have one in your inventory, check it out and be like, I actually have a Black Veloz, and you don't plan to use it, post it up for 9 keys. There's collectors, there's people out there all over the place that are like, dude, I want this wheel. This wheel is hot. This is trending right now. I have to have one of these. I wish I personally had one of these as well. I really do. I really do. But yeah, Black Veloz, another good one. The white one, I haven't seen too much kind of chatter on that. It's not really I mean, look at the price. Half a key to 1 key. It's not something that anyone's looking for. Just the black one, especially for Veloz. Back to the Sunburst real quick. Another one to keep an eye out for is the Crimson one. That is getting... It bumped up about half a key in value recently. So this thing, Crimson could be another one that could be on the rise that you should maybe keep an eye out for. So again, recap: black Dicey, black and white and crimson Sunburst to keep an eye out for. Tunica, black and white, black one especially. Veloz, keep an eye out for that one as well. And going down to one that I think has the next sleeper potential is the black Stern. I don't know. I own white ones, but I've seen black ones in person. And if you ever want a black wheel, like, black wheel, not like a grayish black wheel, these things are also perfect. They, like the black Veloz, they just fill out the whole wheel. It's like almost pure black. It looks so good. There's 1 to 2 keys right now. 1 to 2 keys. These things have the next chance because Dicey, Veloz, and Stern will be the third one. I'm telling you right now. I mean, look at that. It was, 3/4 of a key to 1.5 key at value at most, and shot up to 1 to 2 keys. This thing, mark my words, this thing's gonna, this is gonna have the next big boom in terms of popularity and in terms of people trying to seek this out to get it. Trust me when I say this. I mean, look at PC real quick. Again, 1 to 2 on PS4. PC, check this out. 6 to 8. What is this? Crazy. Do a 3-monther. Look at this. 3 to 4, and then it just boom, 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 shot up 6 to 8. I'm telling you right now, black Sterns, don't sleep on them. Pick them up right. Go to a trade site. Pick this up right now. If you have a key, ask for this. Get this right now. Sit on it. Use it. Wait a few months. It could be worth 6 to 8. It could be worth 10 keys. Sell it then if you don't want to use it. I'm just telling you, it's an item to sit on that you're going to make profit on. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm actually trying to look for some online right now. There's not a ton that are available, but if you can find some, they are out there. They are out there. But if you can find them, absolutely jump on it. Jump on it immediately. Let's go over a couple other white ones. Which one was it? Was it the... not the spider, the Vortex. Vortex is one to kind of keep an eye out for. Black one's not bad, but I think the white one especially has another good chance to kind of bump up a few keys in value. This could go up to like 2 to 3 to 4 keys somewhere in there. I mean, right now it's half a key to 1 key, and when you actually use it, does this work? Oh, nope, never mind. When you actually use it, it almost fills out like the whole wheel when you're driving, so kind of look at sideways from your looking at the wheel. It's it's titanium white. It looks bright. It's noticeable. People see it. It's another just something kind of small to check out, keep an eye out for. If this thing starts to spike, I told you here first. May 6, 2018. Check this out now. I'm telling you. But I think is there one more wheel I want to go over with? I think there's one more. Hold up. Oh, which one was it? Was it... No, it wasn't the Octavian. No, it's the Almond wheels. Almond. These ones don't come black, unfortunately, but another like really solid titanium white one. I haven't checked the price on PC. Let me just see these real quick. I have not checked this one. Did do my research on this one. White Almonds, okay. Not really worth anything on PC. But it's another one that's kind of like the Vortex that it's got that potential to go up. And if it does, and you're sitting on some that you don't even know, you're going to be making some keys in the future. You could be making some keys. I'm not saying this upcoming weekend or next month for sure, but it's just in the, you got these things will go up. These things will stay here. These things have potential. Put the white Almond and the white Vortex in this thing has potential category for, price rise. That's, that's all I got to say about that. And I don't know. This is kind of a shorter, market watch than I usually do, but hey, I wanted to do this one. This one's actually fun. I love the uncommon wheels. Like I said, they're getting fewer and fewer of them. The only way to get them for sure now is to do import trade-ups, and trying to get actual imports from not crates are not the easiest thing to do, but if you can and you can do trade-ups, do it. Especially with other people, collectors especially, trying to get imports to do their own trade-ups to get these wheels. They buying them in bulk. They're just scooping all of them up, which means, there goes those imports. So there's fewer and fewer imports. Of course, it's all up to your opinion if you want these stuff. It's just something I wanted to put out here real quick. Trade up wheels. I guess that's what they're called. So they could be uncommons or exotics. Exotics, obviously, after all the trade ups are done. But that's what I got. Keep an eye out for Black Dicey, Black and White Sunburst, and Crimson Sunburst. Black and White Tunicas, Black Veloz, White Vortex. What else was it? The Black Stern. Black Stern is my number one thing to watch out for. This thing could shoot up in price, honestly, any day. This thing is, it's got some, people are starting to look at this wheel. So if you want it for a collection, get it now while it's cheap. Well, that's all I got for this market watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys maybe learned something. Maybe you didn't. If you didn't, I apologize. But something I just wanted to get out there. A lot of people could have these sitting in their inventory and not know anything about them. But hey, these things do have value, and if they do, or if they don't, they very well could in the very near future. So yeah, with that being said, I've been your host, Slackerz Gaming, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.